And we're there. Hello and welcome to In Around Plays. My name is Craig and we're going into the mucky depths of Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl. And today we're playing with one of the brand new Alchemy commanders, Avatar Fate Thief, which is a Rakdos commander. We're going to be doing lots of thieving, like it says in the title. So, Void, at the beginning of your end step, if an unland permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, discard a card. Then Heist target opponent's library. And you can also warp Axavar Fate Thief in, but because he's my commander, and he won't be in my hand, I can't warp him in. So, the warp does not apply here. However, this card is great, because if you've got no cards in hand, you don't have to pay the discard cost. So, the idea is play everything, get him out, and then we can start having our things die. So we've got a lot of sacrificing to do with things like Plague Crafter, which is going to trigger that, or a Curse Marauder. I've also gone for creatures like Jadar, which is going to create that zombie token with Decay. Then we can attack in. We sacrifice that at the end of combat. Whether they attack or block is irrelevant, and that's going to then trigger Axavar. So we can heist our opponent. We've also got Impetuous Lootmonger, so when it enters we're going to discard a card and then we get to heist our opponent's library. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a tap treasure token. So hopefully we're going to be able to create those treasure tokens, and again with Magda, whenever you commit a crime, Avatar heisting is crime, so that's going to trigger that, and we're going to be able to create treasure tokens and then make a Vault Red Scorpion Dragon creature token. I've also added things in to create tokens so that we've got stuff to sacrifice, that we're not sacrificing our non-token creatures, like Lord Skitter, which not only is going to exile our opponent's graveyard, but it's also going to create us those rats each combat. We've got Nightblade Brigade, which is going to give our creature, which has got Mobilize, and we're also going to be able to Surveil when it enters. So mobilizing creatures, they're not going to want to block that because Death Touch, and that will kill anything they block. But it's also going to create one of those tokens that we're going to have to sacrifice. We've also got stuff that's going to help us. So if our non-token creatures are dying, we've got things like Shieldred Whispering One, which can bring creatures back from the graveyard. We've got Virtue of Persistence, which can do the same thing. And we've got Funeral Room, Awakening Hall, that we can then bring all creatures from all graveyards back to the battle from my graveyard. That's not from all graveyards. My graveyard. Misspoke. So yeah, so that's great. We've also got Grenzo, which is another thief, and he's a big sexy Santa goblin beast that also steals. So we've got token can bring stuff back from the graveyard. We've got stuff that we can sacrifice. We've got stuff like Grave Pact, which is going to force them to sacrifice. Yeah, I've spoken enough. Is this deck good? Yeah, it is. I quite enjoy playing with it. I've tried not to make it as much as a kill everything my opponent has, because that's no fun for my opponent to play, and I want my opponents to have fun. So there is a couple of kill spells in here, but it's mostly about me sacrificing and doing crime. Grave Pact's really the only thing that's going to really bother them, and a couple of kill spells, because every deck needs something that can help. Yeah, and our task for today is playing... I can't stop playing with this Calyx deck. Yeah, enchantments. What are you going to do? I know all enchantment decks are pretty much the same, but I just love it so much. Yeah, so I've not really been playing with this deck, although it is fun to play with. So let's see who we're going against first. We're going against a mobilizing deck with Zergo Thunder's Decree. When it attacks, it's going to create those tokens. But the difference with this Zergo is that you don't have to sacrifice those tokens at the end of combat like you do with every other mobilizing creature. Okay, so we can bring stuff back from the graveyard. We've got a sacrificing creature, which is going to force them to sacrifice a non-token creature. We've got some mana. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this one, to be fair. Yeah, we've got a token generator. Yeah. So, yeah, mobilize 2, so it's going to create 2 of those tokens. During your end step, warrior tokens you control have this token can't be sacrificed. I prefer the other Zergo in all honesty. The other Zergo is, I'm just going to do this just to make sure we've got enough mana. We'll grab a mountain. We'll grab a mountain to start with. Yes. So, yeah, I prefer the other Zergo that does damage when you sacrifice a token, or it gives you card draw. Whereas this Zergo kind of cancels out the other Zergo. We've got another kill spell there, so that's great. Obviously, I can't play a curse. I've got nothing to bring back from the graveyard, so we're just going to hold that open. Unfortunately, that's a sorcery. So if they play Zergo this turn, then yes, great, we'll be able to kill it. But even if they attach Swiftfoot Boots, we can still kill it with a Curse Marauder. I imagine they're going to want to wait because they're going to want to be able to protect it, which is what I would do. Little do they know that this is a sacrificing deck. So, yeah. Maybe they're looking at it going, well, they may have killed something. There we go. So, unfortunately, though, because of this Zergo, that's going to counteract this Zergo. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking, let's get rid of it. So, I'm going to use this one, Virtue of Persistence. And that's also going to get me 2 life as well. So that's going to empty my my hand a little bit, and then let's dress them. Let's see what they've got in hand. Let's just have a little look-see, Joe. Just have a look. Okay, so they can double attacking triggers. They can return something with power 2 less from the graveyard. Yeah, let's get rid of Windcrest Siege. I don't want them doubling those tokens. They're going to be able to get me to sacrifice a creature, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they are going to get to attack this turn, which is going to be painful. But they're just little guys, just little 2/1s. Let's do that. I'm really struggling with mana. They're going to have to sacrifice Zergo because tokens don't count. I mean, what a... There we go, another 2, that's fine. Problem is, Sheoldred's Assimilator is so small, so I'm thinking of at least getting a blocker out, but then they can make me sacrifice it. Let me think here. They can then mobilise and get more. Good morning, Williak. How the devil are you? Good to see you. Thank you ever so much for joining. How is the beautiful Brazil this morning? Please be a land. Please be a land. Yeah. I knew that was coming, but that's okay because we can bring it back with Sheoldred. Yeah, it wouldn't be me if I didn't lose the first game, as you guys know. I'm just really struggling for mana. There we go. Okay. Okay, that my stuff's going to come in tapped, and they're going to gain life. Authority of Consul is such a good card. Such a beautiful card. Here in the south, it's really cold. Ugh. How cold are we talking? Snow cold or cold cold? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to block one of them and I'm thinking dead. Yeah. I was just stuck on mana, and there is a little bit of ramp in here as well, annoyingly. There's a bit of ramp, and there's 40 lands. 40. Look, I always lose the first game. You know this. If you've watched this stream before, you know I always do. And that's okay. It makes me feel sad in my penis, but that's okay. That's fine. It's about the taking part. Well, I'll try again. If the mana's slightly off, then I'll readjust and add something else. I did have a lot of card draw in here, but I found that I was just by the end I was just discarding all of my stuff, just to trigger, not just to trigger Axavar, and I was thinking I don't need landfall, I don't need draw. Yesterday, 34 degrees, now it's 9. Bloody hell. I wish it was that cold here. I really do. I love the cold. I much prefer winter. We've got some kill. We've got some mana. Let's keep it. We're going against Shigeki, which is an amazing word. Jukai Visionary, mono green. Return Shigeki to its owner's hand. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield. Tap to put the rest onto your graveyard. I watched Amazonian stream yesterday. Yeah, and we had. I knew what you meant. There we go. There's some ramping. So let's get that out, and we'll just hold up the plasma bolt. Yeah, and she's done a video. They've added a new green elf, legendary elf that gives you. We've got another kill spell. Let me think. Let's get my commander out. It's not going to trigger this turn, but next turn, fingers crossed. And what's great is it doesn't have to be my non-land permanents. So if I kill one of theirs, then that's good. Mono green, they don't have a massive amount of removal unless they're doing like, my creature's going to do damage to your creature. You know, that kind of thing. I think to help empty my hand, I'm going to save that. See, I was thinking, oh, if I put 2+1/+1 counters on it, just protect it a little bit more. Virtue probably is the better option. Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. Get that out of my hand. Yeah, let's do that. Going to gain the 2 life for that. Yeah, and we'll attack in. I'm thinking, get rid of, play Warren Soul Trader, and then discard Plasma Bolt. Yeah. Ooh, okay. When this creature enters, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Untap. I'm thinking the Planeswalker, just to stop them from. And then I can just keep creating the tokens, which I can sacrifice. Ooh, Nissa is GG. Yeah. Okay. We're off to a good start. We're definitely going to need more mana to play Nissa. And what's amazing is I'll be able to play these for the rest of the game as well. I'm thinking of Arch. It depends what they play. Okay, so we've got a battle. When the siege enters, set your library and or graveyard for a non-human creature with mana value X or less and put it onto the battlefield. Okay, that's cool. So I'm thinking of doing both and just emptying my hand. But then it depends what I draw. Yeah. Okay. So I can't kill that with a kill spell. But I can exile it. I'm going to exile it. Yeah, I'm going to exile it. Okay. That's going to trigger Axavar, even. And I think I'm just going to, because I've got nothing else to kill, I'm just going to protect Axavar. So, yeah. And then we're just going to have to discard the go for the throat. And turn. Yes. Vorinclex, we can't search for green. Whenever one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 2 life. A land. It's going to have to be Vorinclex, isn't it? I can't search for forests because I don't have any, but it'd be nice to be getting treasure tokens as well. But I could play Vorinclex next turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. If you want the starting player, then that creature deals damage, yeah. Okay. No problem. Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh, what do I want to do? Well, it's going to have to be life, isn't it? No, because I can use the Arcane Signet, can't I, for 1 forest? Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Williak just said Nissa and then plus it. And yeah. Yeah, let's attack because it will come back to the battlefield. Other than that, it's not going to trigger Axavar this turn, unfortunately. But we've got an empty hand. We've got a nice beastie. Oh, Defiler of Vigor. I really love that card. So whenever they play a green spell, that creature's going to get +1/+1. They can also pay life to play their creatures, so then we've got nice big beefy creatures. Okay, let's Duress. Let's see what they've got in hand. Let's get rid of something. Okay, oh, and a Golter. Jeez, right. Okay, so their creatures are going to get really hefty. Yeah, let's get Vorinclex out. We're not going to be able to search for forests. And then let's do a... yeah, let's do another big beastie. And then we'll attack in. They're going to have to block at least one of them. Or both. Okay. Axavar's going to come back, so that's fine. I almost pressed take action then. Ooh, okay. Let's have a look here. Return up to 3 target permanent cards from your graveyard. I don't think I've got 3 in here, so I could return Kaya's Ghost Form, Warren's Soul Trader, and that's it. Which one do you think? Oh, oh no, they're conceding. GG, GG. Good game, good game. I think grabbing the Nissa definitely helped me there. So yeah, it was a good call on that one. I think I probably would have done the return, the 3 permanents maybe. Unrelated to the current game, but I made a budget deck with Taser that I had great success. Oh, brilliant. Can you stick it in Discord so I can take a look? Sorry, I've been a bit quiet on Discord. I've just had a really manic few days, so I've just I've really not put that much time into Arena. I've done like the 4 games a day to get the maximum amount of XP, but that's pretty much it the past couple of days. Yes, if you want the deck list, it's on description in YouTube, and I've also added it to SD on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch, which I don't think anybody is currently. Let me have a wee look. No, nobody ever does. I'm so alone. But on SD, the new alchemy cards aren't on there yet, so I've added it to Moxfield. So yeah, the link is in the description on YouTube if you want to check that out. Okay, but it's Demonic Teapot. Okay, so we've got Cantor of Refrain, so we can bring that back. I like that. I like this new alchemy card because it's a great sacrifice in, then we can warp something in. We can sacrifice something. We've got some removal, but only 2 mana and no black. I think I'm gonna have to mulligan. Sad mulligan. Only 2 mana. Okay, but we've got both colour. Yeah, okay. It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. What are you thinking to the new alchemy set? I really like them so far. I mean, I haven't really played with them massively, but so far I think there's some good cards. I've managed to grab a couple of the new spacecraft, so I'm thinking about building some decks with them. Nothing to play turn 1. Anyway, Terra, Herald of Hope. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. When Terra deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. When you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Tapped. So they're going to be stealing something from my hand. If I was them, because I hate playing against Laughing Jasper Flint, that's what I'd go for. But also, all of these cards are pretty nasty. Interesting. Nothing to play, so we'll dress them. Let's get rid of something from their hand. Yeah, so they've got a couple of nasty creatures. Let's start doing crime. Come on, that's what we're here for. We're here for the crime. Let's get Laughing Jasper Flint in, and let's see what we can grab next turn. So any creatures that we grab that... Oh, they're going to kill it. Keep looking at it. They're going to kill it. They're also going to be able to start bringing creatures back. And I can't flying. This deck does not have a lot of flyers, unfortunately. Next turn, I think it's going to have to be General Crete. Unless we get something. No, actually. No, I'm going to... do I want to do that? I'm going to play that as a... I will lose Bedevil and then I'll have no removal, so I have to use it this turn. I'm going to have that enter tapped. Here's the problem, they can bring it back. Screw it. Let's do it so we can get their life, start getting their life total down. I think it's probably the best way. Eek. Eek, eek, eek. And they can just bring it back if they pay 2, which is probably what I want to do. There we go. Let's see what else we get. A land. We whiffed on that one, and we'll name. Mercenary. Just because that's going to trigger. They're not going to be countering anything, so that's fine. And let's just keep getting their life down. That's the thing, I don't have anything. I can't play Grave Pact, which would be great to play. I think they're going to kill something. Here's the problem. Oh no, that's not going to trigger till next turn. Yeah. No block. Two, three, four. Fine. We'll have that enter tapped. No, wait, hang on. I just want to. Why can't I play it as a land? There we go. It put. Oh, God, fuck's sake. That was really stupid decision by me. So I've got 10 life, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. That was a really stupid decision. I think they're whiffing on the creatures. I don't think they're getting creatures back, are they? Yeah. When this creature enters, milk cards. They've got 4/4. I mean, that's great. Should have played that first. Yeah, and I'm dead next turn. I misplayed the. Yeah, I was trying to play. I didn't realise you had to play the sorcery first. I just wanted to play it as a land. So yeah, GG, good game. That was me. Yeah, it was nice to get Shieldred out though. That's the first time I've ever played a Shieldred, because I don't own her, even though I definitely owned it. I'm back. Sorry for the delay. It takes time to open the app and port the deck using the phone. That's all right. Let's have a look. I'm just going on to Moxfield now. There you go. I'm going to give it a likey loot. I don't think I own Tizer. Taser. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and Twitch is now saying I'm offline. I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. I'm thinking about just not streaming on Twitch anymore, to be honest. It's a lot of hassle and it doesn't really pay off anything. I'm not talking monetary value. I'm just talking about sorry, I'm just have to bring that back up. Right. I'm just talking about like nobody views, and it's just more of a pain in the arse. And the only people that view it are wanting to hire me to create art for me, and I'm just not interested. So then they unfollow, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, okay. So when Taser enters, create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature taken with flying. Taser intensifies by 1. Spirits you control get +X/+0. I have come across this card, and it is mental how quickly it can blow up. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile Taser. If you do, Taser. At the beginning of your next upkeep, return Taser to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay. I do have Fatal Push, but it's the Final Fantasy version. I don't know why it's not showing up there. +1/+1, you may put it onto the battlefield. I like that. I really wanted to build a Blinky deck. I've tried to build the Commander Hard Carrot. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've tried to build what's the dog? White, mono white. No, I can't remember. If you put it in here, which I think would be good in this deck because it blinks. It's a blinky blinker. But I do like Orzhov. Okay. I like that as well. In fact, shit! Let me just go back to that deck. Because I was going to craft it. Because I think that would be really good in my... what was I looking at? In my Calyx deck. So I'm going to craft that. And that's quite good as well. When the Synchroman says exiled, yeah, I mean, I've got Borrowed Time, but it didn't apply any of the styles for some reason. If I could, I would put the Phyrexian that doubles that enter the battlefield. Oh, Elish Norn. Yeah, that would be really good in this deck as well. In fact, any white deck, any deck that contains white should include Elish Norn, and she was one of the first creatures that I crafted in this deck when I learned you could, about 3 weeks into playing Magic and getting beaten every day and being like, how do you get new cards? This is going to take me ages just with pack openings. Oh my god. And that's what I thought it was. I didn't realise you could craft. It took me a long time, but I'm not smart. Yeah, it's Elish Norn or Panharmonicon. Panharmonicon can also do the same thing, which is an artifact. Yeah, this Elish Norn, and it shuts down your opponents from being able to have enter the battlefield triggers as well. And the amount of times I've had Elish Norn on the battlefield that's just saved me from games. But I've never built an Elish Norn deck. She's just always been within my decks. But yeah, Panharmonicon does the same thing. I'm not sure if that's just a rare or if that's a mythic. Not a Panhorn. pan hot, pan. Pan. If I just keep saying pan over and over again, it might come to me. Hang on. I mean, I own it, so yeah. Oh, and that's just a rare. Yep, Elish Norm, but I accidentally craft the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, if you've got a rare wild card, Panharmonicon does the same thing, but it doesn't shut down your opponents. It just doubles those triggers. So yeah. But yeah, both of them would be great in Enter the Battlefield. I really like the look of this, so much so that I'm going to attempt to build it. I mean, I can swap some things out because I've got plenty of... I think I've got Borrowed Time, but in a different... Because didn't they release it with... Have they released it with Edge of Eternity? I can't remember. Yeah, the only thing I can't build is the actual commander itself, because... me no have wild cards. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I've never played an intensity card because it doesn't really explain what it is, and it always scared me a bit. I was like, I have no idea how to best use it. But yeah, that dog would be also good in it because it's a blinker, and it's got flash as well. Not Elish Norm. What's it called? Sorry. Felia, that's it. And again, another rare. So yeah, but be warned, the bracket it goes against is hell, really. Yeah. I would definitely add Felia. Gets bigger if you exile your own stuff, but you can also exile your opponent's stuff for a turn, and then it comes back at the end of turn. So, especially if you're blinking something of theirs and you've got, say, Elish Norn on the battlefield, it won't have an effect or anything if you're playing an ETB deck or something. So anyway, let's go Cryming again. I think so. How many? So I've lost 2, won 1, and on 2 of the games I've struggled for mana. So I think the mana's off on this deck a little bit. So I may have to add another mana rock or something. Yeah. Okay, we're going against Tiny Bones, mono black. So whenever I discard something, it's going to go straight into their, I'll read it. Whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter on it. During your turn, you may play cards you don't own with stash counters on them. From exile, a mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. Really, I should put Tiny Bones in my deck. I'm going to put my pen. I've got the other Tiny Bones. I don't know if I own this one. So turn 1 Duress we love, and here's the beautiful thing is that removal I'm going to get rid of their discarding thing, but yes, they can and will. The good thing about it is my deck doesn't want cards in hand, really, so that's good. Knowing that they have removal, what do I not care about losing? I think Nightblade Brigade, right mouthful. Great, we'll keep that. They're going to kill it. Fear of Ridicule is in this deck because it's amazing, and it should be in more. So enchantment creatures you control have menace. Whenever one or more enchantment creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, exile a random creature card from that player's library, creates a token that's a copy of that card. Except it's a 1/1 enchantment creature. It's just so good. They still have a kill spell. Yeah, I don't want to be losing life from non-creature spells, so let's get rid of that. They'll just be able to play Tiny Bones again, such a cheap commander. don't want to have any of these. Alright, it's going to have to be General Crete. They've still got a bloody kill spell. Right, but they won't get access to it. So let's hope they don't get me to discard a card. Here's the thing, I can't complain because, you know, yes, they're going to be using my creatures against me, but I'm doing the same thing to them, so that's absolutely fine. It's fair. So I'm going to I really want to get Fear of Ridicule out. Here's the thing, I've got nothing to trigger. Oh my god. Okay, so whenever they attack, they can do damage to me. Whenever a creature enters, they can do damage to me. I don't want them to have Brave Pact. So, here we go. And I'm not going to attack in, but now I've got an empty hand. So, yeah. They could double block with Fanatic of Harrowing and General Crete. Yeah. So I'm not going to attack in. Luckily, they've only had small creatures. So yeah, got nothing to discard. So I think Axavar next turn, and then I'll attack in. The deck is mostly commons and uncommons. I recommend to change the lands too. Okay. There, let's block that, and then I'm going to take 4 life. Daytime. Rakdos Commander does what? Thybus, welcome. Yeah, this cool art, isn't it? Thank you ever so much. How are you doing? Yes, we're doing some crimey crime. So, the commander. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, discard a card, then heist target opponent's library. So this is a very big crimey deck. I've not built it as a stacks deck. So it's lovely. If I remember correctly, there is an enchantment that if your hand is empty, you draw 1 more at the upkeep. Oh. I don't know what that would be. But yeah, I mean... So we're going to start getting tokens of cards in their library because of Fear of Ridicule being absolutely awesome. So we can chump blocker, I think. Which is going to give me a life. And now I don't care about that dying, so that's fine. Be right back. We'll try to find the name. Awesome sauce. Yeah, so they can make Fearless Haven into a land creature. Not, it's already a land. But we don't want cards in hand because 1, they'll get me to discard it, and then they can use them against me. And 2... yeah, and 2, we don't have to pay the discard cost, which is awesome. And it's from the new Alchemy set. So it is. It's a good one. Not seen Jace's cat for a while. He's not joined the past couple of streams. I hope he's okay. I'll message him on Discord after the stream. See how he's doing. Okay, they're gonna have to sacrifice. And here's the thing: if they attack in, then interesting. Okay. Yeah, they've got nothing to sacrifice. I can see. GG! GG! Crime against crime. But whose crime was better? My crime was better. Alright, let's see if I've got the other tiny bones, because that should go in this deck. Oh my god. It's like it's been snowing in here. Right, let's see what we've got. Ooh, and we have a pack. Oh, I forgot it's Sunday. Ah, pacha. Okay, I've got all of them, so that's fine. But give me more stuff and shit. So next we're going to get some gems. Let's grab another pack while we're here. The closer we can get to another rare, I've got some stuff I want to get. I really want I thought of it last night. I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. That's good, because I don't have any black, green, untapped. Okay, lifelink. When this creature enters, seek a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less. That card gains warp 0 until end of turn. You lose 2 life. I like that. That's cool, and I like the artwork. Case of Crimson Crime. Let's have a wee goosey gander, see if we can find it. I also want to get some of the swords. I don't have any of the swords. Now I'm thinking, would it be good to add for this deck, would it be good to add Helm of Thingamabobby? Because at the beginning of each turn, it creates a token of a creature that it's attached to. So, is that worth putting in? You can warp something in for 0, which would trigger Axavar. But then what would I take out? Probably Krenko. I put that in for token generator. Right, let's have a look at Case of Crimson. Oh, I do have it. When this case enters, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. You have no cards in hand. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. That's really good. You sneak Krenko into every red deck I've seen. You've caught me. Yes, I do, to be fair. And good morning, Josh. How you doing? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, the reason being is because it's my access to the amount of red creatures is limited. And it creates tokens, and so yeah, especially in a black deck, I've got a lot of token generators, so that I've got stuff to sacrifice, which then will... So that's why Krenko's in here. But having said that, and I don't think this is helping that much either, but then it's haste. And gives every red creature warp. I've got a couple pet cards I cram whenever I can too. Yeah, Elish Norn for white every time, without fail. And Krenko for red. And General Crete is another red one. Okay. So, well, what was I thinking about? Helm. Let's look at Helm. Because... if I equip it to Axavar, that's going to create a token, which then I'm going to have to sacrifice because of the legendary rule. So even if I don't have anything to sacrifice, it will still then help me to trigger Axavar every turn. But it's very expensive. What do you reckon? Krenko without haste feels wrong. And it is. Shieldred is in the deck. She's the one I always put on black decks. Which one? I only have one of these Shieldreds, and it's the whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Yes, I'm similar, but I just couldn't figure out how to make that Shieldred work in the deck. The other Shieldred would be perfect in this deck, but I don't have her, unfortunately. The draw one, yeah, I do love Shieldred. I don't have really any other life gaining in the deck. Oh, and I've got that Shieldred in to help me bring stuff back. Yeah, she was in originally when I created the deck, but I was like, well, because I mean, that's really not going to help me in terms of card draw. As much as I love General Crete, although I think General Crete's better than Weftstalker Ardent because it's creating those tokens. So let's get rid of that. The other creature I love putting in the red decks is the dog that gives everything haste and +2/+0. I bloody love that one. I can't think of what it's called. But again, I just couldn't figure out how to make it work within this deck. Josh has made me feel bad about Krenko. So, it's gone. And it's gone. I need to watch that new episode of South Park. I forgot. That's just reminding me. And I need to look at the other, if I've got the other tiny bones as well. What else do I add? Remove. What should I remove, guys? The thing is, I don't have a massive amount of... The only discarding thing I've got is Duress. So I don't think, actually, thinking about it. I know it has its own ability to get you to discard. But then it is another crime. Do you have Alicia in the deck? Yes. 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 Yes, I do. I think Tiny Bones needs to go in. All right. Help me, guys. 2 cards need to go. I don't think Tanuk is actually helping me that much. I just thought it would help with Warp. But... one... there isn't a massive amount of red creatures. I've got ways to sacrifice. I like Sawblade Skin Ripper because it gets +1/+1 and you do damage. So I really like that one. Your Henny's great because it gets indestructible, can get bigger. If it only hits one of your cards that are over 4 CMC. Which card are we talking about? Dreg is a little slow. Yeah, you're probably right on that one. Was talking for Tanuk, you've already cut him. Yeah, I think it's right. Oh, we've done it. Do you think that's a good one? Do you think that's looking better? I think it is. I know Tiny Bones isn't. The other Tiny Bones isn't. Again, I've only got one thing that gets them to discard, but because we play with no cards in hand, we should be able to. Yeah. The only thing is about cases, it's just drawing that more stuff, which means it's putting cards into my hand, which then I might have to discard. And what was I going to say? And then, and so then I'm going to want to play those cards, but then I won't be able to play my opponent's cards because I still have to pay for that. So now I'm thinking, do I want to be drawing 2 cards each turn? But then with Shieldred, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get back in the queue. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I like Crime. Crime's a lot of fun, and I definitely didn't want to build it as like a Staxy deck. Yeah, Tanuk is better at Dragon's Big Red. Yeah, I just, again, because my red creatures are so limited, I just thought maybe I just need to have a bit more red in there and help with the warp cost to help trigger Axavar. But in every game I've played, never pulled Tanuk to even have him do anything anyway, so yeah. Alright, I'm with you. Okay, we're going against Tovolar, Dire Overlord. We're going against big stompy werewolves. I'll read that out in a second. We've got mana. We've got some removal. Fear of Ridicule. Grave Pact. I think this is a keeper. Red-green though. They're going to be quick. Is this quick enough? Yes. Yes, let's go for it. Yeah. So, whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes knights, then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Hopefully, I will be able to get werewolves that can turn into other werewolves. We will see. Llanowar Lone Speaker, add 1 mana of any colour. Target land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature. I think Jadar. Can't block with it, but it's going to help me. Yeah. Next turn, Virtue of Persistence. Unless I get another black mana.
Innistrād's ancient magic may be our only hope. Unleash the pack!
Yeah, I don't want you to. I don't want you to have access to that planeswalker. The only problem of the hand is too many black cards needed, and lands don't help. Yeah, it is an issue. Okay, it is daytime. But we can start doing some crime. Let's do crime. I'm going to start having to discard. Let's get rid of Avishgar Raceway and let's grab I'm thinking Ruby. Oh no, they've gone. They don't like crime, and to be fair, not many people do like playing against crime. Ramp or ramp, yeah. It was a bit of a difficult choice, but I thought getting another creature and Avixar's, I think I've said his name about 7 different ways that you can possibly say his name. Axavar. I don't know. Let's grab. I mean, they're all quite cool. Let's grab the dog. It's not a dog, but it's a cool artwork. Cool artwork, bro. I would have taken the Signet for extra black sauce. Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, good. Yeah, probably the better choice to be fair. And I love the artwork for that Arcane Signet. It's so nice. But I don't have it. 50-50 isn't the best where that black pip heavy. Yeah, and that's the problem I found with this deck is most of the black cards are. Maybe I should remove some of the red and add in some more swamps, because I've found that most of my black cards require more than 1 pip, whereas most of the reds it's only 1 red pip. So I'm not sure what to. Like I've said before, my land. Synergy builder isn't that great. The way I'm not very good at putting balance of red of. Okay, let me just start that sentence again. Darth Patty Cakes is a great name. I'm not very good at land putting in decks, balancing of lands. Yes. Okay, but this hand is great. We've got some ramping. We've got a bit of removal. And we can put stuff from our graveyard back into the library. So, yes. And yes, let's keep this hand. Let's see how we go. And we're playing against Absolute Virtue. This spell can't be countered, and it has protection from each of your opponents. You have protection from each of your opponents, should I say. So, yes, I won't be able to target them specifically. So, yeah. I don't think. I know a lot of no heists. Really? Does that mean no heists? Oh. That's pants, that is. Maybe the terrain that makes all lands be swamp. Terrain. I don't think I've got it. Don't think I've got it. You're right, no heisting. No heist. But if I hold up Fell the Profane, when it does enter, I can kill it, because it's not indestructible, is it? Just can't be countered. Are they holding up something? That's the question. No! Oh! Oh my god! For those of you that missed it, yes, our permanents are now indestructible. Oh my god, that was such a great card to grab. I mean, yeah. Yeah. GG. I'm not surprised that they got rid of that. They conceded after seeing that. I hope you guys know what I mean when I start losing words and stuff, because I get, yeah, my brain just stops working. Okay, so we've got another rare. I'll have a look at that thing that makes all cards islands in a second. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's good. I like that. I have a rare wild card. And here comes my indecision as to what to spend it on. I wonder why people don't like Heist. Exactly. Urborg. I mean, that's absolutely perfect for this deck, isn't it? Oh, okay, I've used it. There was other stuff I wanted. But, yeah, I think... yeah. Do you think it's still worth messing with the balance of the lands? It's a good card. It is a good card. Very good. And let's be honest, it's only been recently where I've really learned that you need, at the beginning when you first join Arena, you should be spending wild cards on lands, because lands are the most important thing in the game. And I didn't learn that until the past couple of months. So yeah, to get more lands is always helpful. You're not guaranteed to hit it. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? So Arena thinks that this is the right balance. I'm not so sure. But I'm really not very good at balancing. Bajuka Bog's in here. So what if it comes in tapped? It can't send me back that much on tempo. I don't understand what you mean. Sorry, I think my brain stopped working. You mean Bajuka Bog? How I used to think about lands too. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. It was getting to a point where I was playing multicolored decks, and all it was every card in my hand was like just coming in tapped, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get to scry and stuff. And really, I've really learnt about, you know, why. And I'd watch streamers play with surveil lands, and I'd be like, but why though? Because surely scrying's better. And it took me so long to realise that they play them because it says it's a mountain and a swamp or whatever. Because I'm an idiot. I was like, why would you want to put stuff in the graveyard? And yeah, there we go. You learn these things, don't you? Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking maybe of just taking out a couple more, maybe swapping 2 mountains and putting in 2 extra swamps. So more heavy on the swamps, but I mean, look at it. compared, but I just don't want to get to that issue of only having black mana and no red, which is possible, but then anything's possible, isn't it? You can get that with having equal on both, but there's just so many more black pips required. I mean, nothing has double red pips in this deck. Yeah. So do you think this is the wrong balance now? 2-3 would be fine. So you think take out, add in a red, take out another swamp is what you're thinking? No, it's fine. Okay, cool. All right, let's try again. Hopefully the balance is better. And thank you for the suggestion on Orbor, because yeah, is there one for every colour in Arena? I know there's one for, although that's an enchantment, Blood Moon, isn't it? But that makes everything, every non-basic, a mountain, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's something different. But there is there a blue one? I can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah, I hope you guys know what I mean when I lose my words and can't think of what's going on. Does the stream keep dropping out, perchance? Or is it running okay? There's none for planes, I believe. Yeah. Okay, Yarok the Decreased. Decreased. Desecrated. Okay, that's good. We've got some stuff for crime in. Yeah, gonna keep that. So Yarok, whenever a permanent enters, causing a triggered ability of a permanent you control, it triggers an additional time. So that's good stuff for them. Also good is death touching for them, not for me, because it stops me from being able to attack. So next turn we'll play that as a mountain. Red has Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon. Black has Herbal, green has Yavemia, and blue has the Newish creature. Yeah. We'll play that. We're not doing any crime this turn. Excuse me. Access to another mana would be great. I love this land. And it just look, ask and you shall receive. Shieldred. Keep that on. Keep that on top. I know she's expensive, but God, she's beautiful. We now have our own Death Toucher, which is awesome. Yeah. If you know what it looks like, you know what it looks like. Do you know what I mean? What's great is this turn. I mean, yes, we could be sacrificing stuff. But I think Axavar, Fate Thief, we can attack in. Heisting is going to be triggered when this token dies, which is going to put a +1/+1 counter on Vadmir. Wait. Wait. I don't understand why that didn't trigger. I'm assuming they've got something. Or not. And then we can sacrifice this to give my Phantom Train a +1/+1. It also left at the end of turn. Ah, okay, yeah, of course. Should said it. Oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't like that. Yeah, that will do it though. Yeah, of course, because you sacrifice at the end of turn. So it's lucky we had that, and I hadn't even clocked that. So you're absolutely right. I need to remember to do that then. Make sure I've got something, because mobilizing isn't going to trigger it. Interesting thought. I hadn't even clocked that. You see, Josh, this is how I know you're a better Magic player than me and better deck builder than me, because these are things that I just need to learn and figure out. But you're helping me do that, so that's good. That is very good. Okay, so we've got Momentum Breaker, which I think I've already got, so I'm not bothered about that. Let's not go into decks. I didn't mean to do that. I was just going to buy another pack because I have a habit, you know, that I want to feed. Words. What we got? Something good. Come on. Yes, something good. Stoic Star Captain. I'm not saying it's good. It's just something I haven't got. Each creature you control, cruise vehicles and stations permanents as though its power one greater. That is good. Considering I'm in the process of building a jank space craft deck, which is it is just I've just thrown a lot of crap in it at the minute, but it is proper jank, and I've called it pure jank because that's what it is at the minute. I like playing jank a lot, so there's a lot of niche rulings you got to know or interact with. Yeah, so this would be perfect in there. So yeah, just because I wanted an all colour spacecraft, so I'm just thinking, how could I make this work the best? I know Amazonians played with it. That sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. And she built it as a purely 2-colour deck, and I thought, well, I didn't want to do that. I just quite fancied getting cool stuff out that I enjoy playing with. Again, that sentence sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Yeah, like I've put all my favourite cards in and think, can I make it work? I don't know, but I'm going to get rid of Mask Good Nexus. There is a reason why that's in there. I can't remember why that is now. Hallier's not good either, which I've learned from. I added her before playing with her because Kutsil's a better card to play with. Yeah. Do you have the ley line? The all-colour ley line? No. No. That's a mythic, isn't it? I've played against a lot of that recently, and I didn't know of its existence. Yeah, such a good card. I think that's going to have to be my next rare, isn't it? So good. Is that the one you were thinking of? I didn't realise there were so many ley lines. Yeah, Amazonian. I don't know if any of you watch Amazonian, but you should watch her. She's really good. And she built a deck yesterday of a banned commander that is banned. And when I first saw the thumbnail, I was like, how is that going to work? I can't think what it's called. Right, let me just filter this out. Hang on. And it's an elf, and it's legendary. Begins with R. There we go. Raphaelos. Dustmorn added a few good ones. Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch all of her stream. Did she? Yes. Did you do the Raphaelus after the... Yeah. I haven't seen Legends Raphaelus. Oh, that is weird. I'll show you my code in a second so you can add me. Oh my god, that is such a good card. And that was what I was going to use my next rare card for. Because I think it's good to have anyway. And if they allow it in Brawl, fair play. Because green is my favourite colour. And I did not know of this card's existence until yesterday. But Jesus Christ. Being able to play, you know, the Eldrazi on like turn 3 is just mental. Absolutely mental. So yeah, that got me quite excited for Raphaelus. But now I can't build it because I used the wild card. But we all, you know, that's how we roll. What was I talking about? Nothing. But yeah, so that's the deck I'm currently trying to build and make work. So having that card would be great. What was I going to show you? My friend request. Yeah, add me. I'm on here all the time. If I'm not in the middle of building a deck or something and I'm online and you send me, if I don't accept your requested battle list because I'm in the process of building something for a stream, or I'm in the process of editing a video, so I'm just trying to do that. So don't feel bad if I don't play you at Magic. It's just because I'm in the middle of something. The best time to play me is nighttime, my time, which Williak, that would be morning, like sort of afternoon time for you, wouldn't it? It's because that's when it's the evening, I'm just chilling and I'm just playing with myself. I can do 2 things at once. Anyway, yeah, there's my friend link thing. I think you have to have the friend code, don't you, to add somebody? And it's because it's a T with a capital T. So, yeah, send me the request and I shall accept. Y'all's online. Yeah, send me that request and I will accept. And I will even play you now if you want to have a game. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, first one to send me a request if you want a game now, then... yeah. If not, I shall carry on with the hell queue that is. Brawl. Oh, it was missing the numbers. Yeah, I can see why they have the numbers so that you can have multiple people with the same one, but with the same name. But it does make it harder for finding people. So, yeah. I also have... I play with myself a lot as well. Again, 2 things at once. Because I find it's a really good way to test out decks. So I'll have my tablet set up or my phone and then, yeah, play with myself. So that's why I have in around players on there. Right, I'm going back into Hell Queue. But yeah, in the meantime, send me a fight thing if you want to have a game. But it is against Crime this time. But if there's another deck that you've seen on a stream that you want me to play with, I can change that up as well when I'm not streaming. So, yeah. Right, Yuna. We're going against an enchantment deck. I love Yuna. What great card. And I didn't build a deck with her because when Final Fantasy was out, I didn't... again, no black mana. So I'm going to have to do a sad mulligan. Okay, that's good. Have a sacrificing. Yeah, okay. removal, but we can get rid of our hand. So during your turn, unit and enchantment creatures you control have trample, lifelink, and ward 2. At the beginning of your own step, return up to 1 target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. I didn't have good enough enchantments to build a deck, a Selesnya enchantment deck. I do now, but I didn't when the Final Fantasy set was out. So I just couldn't, again, make it work because that's how I find most of my decks that I see, like artifact decks and enchantment decks and all that good stuff. So we've got nothing to get them to sacrifice. I've got nothing to play. Greater Ornamency. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Shit. Will play Craft of Work. So I can't use Virtue of Persistence. Or is it just like Hexproof? I am Knight. I added it. Yes, I have seen. Thank you very much. He doesn't have Shroud. Okay. Yeah, let's get out Axavar. Yuna's going to come in with a +1/+1. I mean, they're enchantments, so my stuff's going to get exiled a lot, I think. I mean, enchantment decks are so good, but they all follow a similar pattern. Exile your opponent's stuff until it leaves the battlefield. So, yeah. If they attack, I'm not going to block, because I don't want to lose Axavar. Like Hexproof, you can't target it either, right? And there we go, there's the first one. Yeah, there. I mean, getting them to discard would be nice. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Probably going to see a Yuna. They're going to be able to bring that back to the battlefield. Creatures can't attack your planeswalker you control unless they control base X for each of those creatures, where X is the number of enchantments you control. Okay. Do I play Axavar or do I play Liliana and start getting tokens? Your Virtue could bring back their enchantment creatures. Yeah, can't play it yet though. But I can't play it because I don't have the mana. Liliana help discard, yeah. Right, let's get that out and let's start creating tokens.
Your corpse will make you get used
yeah,
to the smell.
I'd love to play Virtue of Persistence. I think you're right. It's the right call. The beautiful thing with this deck is I don't have to. Damn it, it's no land. Yeah, different Liliana.
No way but my way.
I mean, considering that they'd have to get rid of every single enchantment other than one of them. I could do Phantom Train next turn. If I get a land, Virtue of Persistence. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got any other. -9 is almost a GG. Yeah. Shit. Right. Could I do both? The flying's gonna slow me right down. So I could do Virtue of Persistence. Virtue, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Yeah. And then we Plaguecraft that. Let's go. Yeah, we may as well get rid of one of the tokens. And there we go. GG. Thank you both. Yeah, Virtue, the token, then Plague was 100% the right call. That would have triggered them. And that's the beautiful thing about this deck. I don't need to attack, other than the one creature that they stopped from attacking. But yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a good game. See, this deck is good. It's fun to play with. Crime is good fun, but I was really worried. I didn't want it to be a Staxy kind of deck, because I don't find playing against stacks fun. Having everything you know removed. The odd creature spell and stuff is fine, but yeah, I didn't want it just to be all of my small stuff is just kill, 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 and then start heisting them, because he would like that. Okay, this is one of the things I was worried about. Crimes pay off always. Yes, they do. I've got really good cards, but no red. It's a risky keep. You'd risk it. No, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go burgling. Let's see what we can get. After all, Bilbo was a burglar and he, you know, popped off. So, you know, he got lots of good stuff. I didn't even look. Cloud, ex-soldier, great card. When Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment you control to Cloud. When it attacks, if its power is 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. Yeah. Yep. Red mana. Not what I needed. We may as well play it, to be fair. We'll get a creature on the board. So we have a blocker. I like Endless Sands because you can protect yourself and then bring stuff back. So, and then it also triggers things like Grave Pact and other stuff in this deck. So, yeah. Should have saved, go for the throat. Which one does this do? If I get red, I can bring it back with Alicia. No blocks, I'm going to take it. 8. Nothing to copy. But we can attack in. This is not going well. It was a risk. We risked it. It's not paying off. Yeah, I think this game's done. I mean, yeah. No trample though, so I can save Caravex. It works all the time, 50% of the time. Exactly. If you're not first, you're last. I mean, I've got no other play other than. I mean, it was nice to play Herbal. Lands, am I right? I mean, yeah. They're possibly going to be able to give it trample, and if they do, I'm dead. I did not know that that was on here. So, but it's a worse Mithril coat, isn't it, really? Yeah. Can't block. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, finally. But it's too little too late. I mean, yeah. Just in time. I mean, you just can't make it up. I was worried that this might happen. It's just the heart of the cards is just not on my side this game. Yeah. GG, Cloud! Such a good card. But what can you do? They were just waiting for that removal. I wouldn't have been able to block anyway, would I? With any of them. Yeah, you were right. Arena Shuffle. That play to him. Cloud is, I mean, Cloud is just smexy. Lands, am I right, couldn't be more of a perfect phrase to use with that game. Yeah, what can I say? At least that wasn't my fault. There was, I mean, well, it kind of is because I could have mulliganed, but yeah. Yeah. You said there was one in red, didn't you? If I get a red one, I don't think I have. Well, I know I haven't got Thingy Moon, Blood Moon. God, my stomach is really rumbling. Sorry, team, that's on me. Well, yeah, kind of nuts. Cloud plays his own command attacks if he gets to attack, yeah. That's the problem with him, isn't it? And then with other clouds where you can search for the equipment, you've won the game, pretty much. Risk a keep. That comes in tapped. There is a cat lady that is almost the same. The meteor one. I'm going to mulligan. Okay. Okay. That's the only black or red board wipe I've got. So, yeah. As I say, I don't want to be a stacks player. I've got 3 kill spells. But, yeah. Roxanne. Love Roxanne. Absolutely love Roxanne. Yeah. Because, you're just getting those meteorites, aren't you? And more damage. They're going to really hate me. No point playing. Oh, I could do the Plasma Bolt. No. 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 We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going against Choco, Seeker of Paradise. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand, put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest into your graveyard. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, Choco gets +1/+0 until end of turn. My first ever deck I built on the Final Fantasy set was indeed Choco. Because, yeah, love Choco. Such a great commander. But I built it as a more landfall deck because I didn't have that many birds. So did it work? No, not particularly. But there we go. Yeah. Oh, Oracle of the Alpha. They're going to be able to get the power of 9 into their graveyard. First, think about it. Then that. Power of 9, if you don't know, the power of 9 is like a lot of Mox tappy taps, you know, taps. Like, hey, have a green or a blue or a this. Yeah, right, yeah. I'm just going to shut this. I don't know anymore. Axavar, Fate Thief. I'm going to attack in first. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I'm going to attack in with 2 rats first. And let's see if they block. Yes, that's going to trigger Axavar. Power of 9 equals annoying cards. Very annoying. Let's get rid of... Because of how small my creatures are, I don't think that's going to help me this game, so I'm going to get rid of that. Ooh. Okay. Whenever you cast a beast or bird, that's not going to help me. When your own enters, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of your next end step. A big flying creature, I think, would help. I'm not sure if that was annoying or not. If that's the right, not annoying. That's the wrong thing. Next turn, I think I'm going to empty my hand, rather try to empty my hand at least. No blocks. I'll take 4. That's fine. Awesome sauce. I'm going to empty my hand unless they counter it, which is fine. Reacts. At least it's a card that don't get it. Ledger Shredder puts it in work as well. Yeah. Let's play you as well because that's going to trigger when Lord Skitter does his little rat thing. So we're going to lose Plasma Bolt at the end of turn, but yeah, we can't. It's not like we can use it on Choke anyway. There's nothing to sacrifice, and I think they've got something. So I'm only going to attack in with a rat. Definitely a lot of mana to leave up. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they had something. Nardu. So annoying. But Nardu's now my Nardu. So they now have flying. Fine. I really hate River's Rebuke. But guess what? That's okay. That's fine. I don't know if that was the right call, but I think protection from stuff in the air is going to help me. And then I think next turn... I'm thinking Nardu. I kind of wish I had the kill spells now. Or the board wipe. Would have been nice to have kept the board wipe. I think. Need more protection in the air. Oh, bollocks. And yeah. Let's get rid of... River's Rebuke, just in case they have a way to bring that back. I think unless they get rid of Nardu. Yeah, I need to get another board wipe in black, really, because I don't... Oh no, I do have getting rid of sacrificing 13. Yeah. This is why it's such a good deck. It's such a good deck. I mean, I'm dead next turn. I've got no protection from flying. I've got no board wipe. And now they've got their Nardu back. Yeah, GG, good game, good game. I've got nothing. I've got no response to that. That's fair play to them. Choco, it's great, but the removal and then the River's Rebuke, I would have won the game had it not been for fucking River's Rebuke, which I hate. It is the worst card in Magic and should be banned, in my humble opinion. I know it's just like a board wipe, I know, but having everything returned to your hand is so much more annoying. Killing it, I understand, I can get with that, because it's like, okay, you're doing a board wipe, we're starting again, but it just targets your opponent, and your opponent only. If it's return everything to the hand, everything on the battlefield, apart from lands obviously, and start again, fine, I'd take that and it wouldn't annoy me so much. But because it only targets your opponent, I hate it. And I hate the other one. The other one. Because it's annoying. I'm in the process of building this deck as well. No red. No red. But all black, so okay, fine. Blue doesn't get to destroy though. Yeah, no, that's true. I know it needs its own version of a board wipe, but I just think it's too OP. I think it should be return everything. But then I know there are cards that destroy opponents' creatures. I know there are in other colours. I just hate it. Alright, I just hate it so much. Wine over. I hate blue. Anyway, why are you defending blue? This is a blue hate safe space. No defending blue here, my friend. No defending blue. Sazrel, Genesis Shepherd, you may play lands from your graveyard whenever you sacrifice another non-token permanent. During your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Sarah's power on up to one target creature. I think in this deck, yeah, Tifa's got to go. I'm a filthy blue player. No, I play with blue, don't get me wrong. It's okay being a blue player, but you can't defend blue. I hate more the one blue that counter and gives the mana. Oh, mana drain, yeah. Mana drain is just a scourge on Magic the Gathering. A scourge, I tell thee. A scourge. Oh dear. Yeah, the red mana is an issue here. I think I'm definitely going to have to... Wait, what? Did that... Wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Don't... this is... Right, every black deck should have Fear of Ridicule. It should have it. You just should have it. Because it's just such a gorgeous card. I mean, sometimes it whiffs, don't get me wrong, but... That's twice now. It's made my opponents concede twice. Yeah, don't have this card, I don't think. Okay, nice. Don't have it, but nice. Yeah, people hate going against Crime, just like I hate going against blue, and I play with blue, but purposefully, because of these cards, I have not and will never craft Mana Drain, River's Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift. I just won't do it. I refuse. It's just out of principle. I had a Dimir deck that in Standard a rotation ago that keeps bouncing your spells in permanence to hand until I can get out Leer and perpetually loop that every time they tried to cast everything. Now, if I was playing against that, it was really fun. Yeah, if I'd have been playing against that, I would have cursed your line for generations. I agree, Just. Nothing beats total control against the opponent. Can't wait for Augustine 4 to be added. You both are a scourge. May your bloodline forever be forsaken. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I just weep every time. I'd weep. Let me think. I think I'm not doing any crime this turn. Do I want to start creating those goblins tokens? Yes, for future. Yes, that's what I want to do. Because then I'd only need to attack with a goblin. And then next turn maybe Blood Art. No, next turn Badmere. Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Other dwarfs you control get +1/+0. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token, sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Let's just attack in. They're not going to block. But I get another goblin. Little goblin guy. Okay, so Axavar next turn. Yeah. I don't know if I share this here, but the card that made me fall in love with Magic was Treacherous Agent. Treacherous Agent. I don't remember that card, but I will check it out. Is it in here? Agent of Treachery. The card that made me fall in love with Magic was Odric. Now I've said that, it's gonna. I'm gonna forget the next bit. Bloody hell. Odric is whenever you if you attack at the beginning of combat for each creature that has first strike, everything gets first strike. Oh, it's banned. Oh, okay. I'm not sure of it. Spelljack was mine. I don't know that one either. But yeah, Odric was the first mono white deck I built. Loved it. Love it still. And I have it in Arena because, yeah. Right. He then. Young fella, me lad. I'm going to go for the case. Agent of Treachery steals a permanent on into the battlefield. Really? Okay. May as well start attacking in more, I guess. There's some dirty decks out there based around flickering them a lot. Like Thassa. Yeah, I got Thassa, and I want to build a deck around Thassa. But every time I think about building a mono blue deck, a little bit of bile comes up. You know what I mean? It's like I had a combo that it loops itself. Yeah, I mean, I've never, like I said, I tried to build. The only blink deck I've ever attempted was the dog one, which I just can't for the life of me think what it's called again. Okay, GG. So the lands of opponent was mine. The other deck that can get in the bin is not deck, card, which almost dropped my pen. Amazonian plays with played against yesterday. Bollocks, what was it? Where you just destroy a land, your opponent's land, but you don't take it, you just destroy it. Oh, it's one of the. What do I get? Awesome septum piercing, dude. Why, thank you very much, ORATs. Thank you for joining. I got it yesterday. I've wanted it done for ages. It's already spent. Yeah, but on what though? I've got like so much indecision. And I talk about cards all the time, and then when I actually get the wild cards, I forget which cards I spoke about when I see them. Yep, and you play the insect that makes you play lands from graveyard. Yes. Icetil. Yes. I've got that. Great card, but it's not that card that I was thinking of. I was thinking of... yes, I went with my daughter. She got her ears pierced yesterday, and I got my septum pierced. My daughter has many piercings. So, yeah. So she convinced me to get my septum. So now I'm cool. Waste something. Yes. It's from the new set. I don't know if I've got it actually. And then you just keep returning it. Yes, with Isotil, and then you just loop it. So you can kill, yeah, and it's just crazy. And I don't know why it's allowed. I don't know if it's from Edge of Eternity or Stellar Sight. Yeah, I got that yesterday, which I was quite pleased with. Sacrifice line, just yeah, that's it. No, it's not. That's not it at all. That's not it. I'm lying. Wasteland. Is it Wasteland? Maybe it wasn't in this set. It looked like it was from this set. Unless I just completely missed it. What is it? Yeah, the land destruction one. Why isn't it coming up? Right, let me just reset. Hang on, let me reset my search because maybe I've messed it. Right. So we just want a land and waste. It was definitely in her stream yesterday. Oh, so yes, Encroaching Wastes. That's it. Sacrifice this land, destroy target non-basic land. No, because all of her lands were forests, so it wasn't that. It wasn't Encroaching Waste. No, so I could have sworn it was one of the. Maybe it was the one that I pointed out and said no, I don't think it's this one. But you sacrifice it and you destroy land. Strip mine. I think that was it. Yeah. I mean, that's sacrifice this land, destroy target land. That is crazy. That you can just destroy your opponent's lands. And then with Isotil. I'm thinking now maybe I should use my mythic on it, but no, because there's other mythics I want. I just don't know what I want right now. It should be banned. Yeah, I agree. I think doing the odd one, like with Dust Bowl and the others. What's the other one? Yeah, where you can destroy one land is fine. But destroying a land per turn and then being able to recycle it. Or it should be, you can destroy any land, but then it gets exiled. Or you can do it twice. It gives it a counter. You can do it twice or 3 times or something. That once it's used up all its counters, then it gets exiled. Something like that. Yeah. Necrobloom would eat pretty good with that line. Yeah. Yeah. I love Necrobloom. I really want to build a Necrobloom deck as well. So yeah, I think today overall this deck has been really well. I think I've definitely won more than I've lost. I think, and most of the time people just concede when you take their good cards, which to be fair is fair. But unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for today. And I recommend it, William. Definitely, you should definitely get Icetil. It's so good. One of my favourite. That and Ouroboros is just, yeah, amazing. But anyway, that's all the time I've got for today. So thank you to you guys for, chatting and helping me build my decks. I'm conceded the second I read Heist on a card. Yeah, the minute I see Laughing Jasper Flint, I tend to concede, to be honest, when I'm not streaming. If I was streaming, then I don't concede. But, yeah, I only concede on streams when it's like I've got like 2 life left and I'm dead the next turn. So I just think it's just wasting their time and it's wasting my time. But anyway, so thank you ever so much for watching, liking, subscribing, joining, chatting. You can join my Discord if you haven't already. I know you guys have. We post decks and chat Magic on there, and chat anything. I'll chat anything on there. The deck list for this deck is on the description on YouTube, and it's on my Mox field, which is also linked on my YouTube, and on SD on Twitch. Not that anybody's watching on Twitch, but if you watch this in the future on Twitch, it's on there. And that's it. And that cat that doubled the land is terrible to play against. The cat that doubles the land. Oh, Mythweaver Pock is amazing. One of my favourite cards. Good Sunday to everyone. Yes, very good Sunday to everyone watching. A new video from me will be posted tomorrow. My next stream is Wednesday, so check that out. I haven't decided which deck I'm going to be playing with next, but I will figure that out after the stream. So thank you to you all. Love you all. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.